住んでないとわからない最新スラングってあるわけですよ。
That party last night was so...
Oh yeah.
She was during the meeting.
Hi everyone, Mayuです. Welcome back to my channel. 突然なんですけれども、言語って常に進化し続けてるじゃないですか。で、私がアメリカに留学してたのって7年前とかなんですね。一昨年もアメリカには行ってるんですけど、ただのね、旅行だったので、住んでないとわからない、スラングってあるわけですよ。一応SNS とか、特に TikTok とかを見てるとね、なんかこれ見たことないなーとかいうのが出てきたりとか、で、コメ欄になんかたくさん書いてあったりとかするんですよ。それをちゃんと見てはいるものの、やっぱりこういうのって実際に自分で使ってみないと、どういう時にナチュラルに使えてて、どういう時は、ちょっと違うってなるのかなっていうのが、わからないんですよね。なんで文脈とかでいろいろ蓄積させてっている、その私のナレッジがあるんですけど、それにも限界があるわけですよ。こういう文脈で使われてるから、多分こういう意味なんだろうな。あれでもこういう文脈でも使えるのかって言って、情報収集は常にしてるんですけど、自分で使えるかって言ったら、そうじゃないものもあるわけですね。ということで、本日の動画は italki というプラットフォームを使って最新スラング、特に日常で使えるような、スラングをネイティブスピーカーに聞いていきたいと思います。でね、皆さんもね、これ聞いたことあるわとか、こんな風に使うんだみたいなのあったらぜひコメントで教えてほしいですし、特に海外留学中とか海外在住している方は他にもこんなのあるよとか、最近はこういうの使うなっていうのがあれば、私もねすごく興味があるのでコメントしてくださると嬉しいです。で、最後にはitalkiのお得な情報もあるので、ぜひ最後までご覧ください。
Hello. Can you teach me some recent American slang?
Yeah, of course. So I'd like to start with bet, right? This is more or less agreement or an excited or enthusiastic yes, right? So typically, maybe you're just chatting with a friend or a family member and you really want to do something and they're super excited too, right? So maybe I heard about this great burger joint that just opened. Do you want to go with me Friday night? My BFF should be yeah, bet. This is totally yes, of course I want to go. No questions down.
Can I say I bet? Or just bet?
No, just bet.
Just bet.
Bet, we're going. Like that. What about goat or
Goat.
Yolo?
Yeah.
Yolo, like I said, really common.
So I don't use goat, but I know it exists and I just haven't had the opportunity to use goat. But I have been using YOLO. I think I was in the United States when it came out.
When did it begin?
2013.
Oh, dating me, man.
10 years ago. We were saying YOLO swag.
YOLO swag?
Yeah.
Never heard that one.
Really?
What's the swag on?
YOLO, you only live once. Cool. Swag. Yeah.
I always feel like this. Yeah. Goat is something, you only live once. A goat is that one person. It's the greatest of all time, right? It's someone you really admire that gives you inspiration, or just someone you cannot top, right? They are just the best or the expert at whatever field that they're in. So I actually hear the goat a lot on my podcast that I watch. So they'll just be talking about sports, or maybe someone in business, right? Tom Brady's the goat of football. We all know that.
Shohei Ohtani is the GOAT.
Yeah, any sports. Right now, of course, we all know Elon Musk is the GOAT, the greatest of all time, in whatever tech AI industry he's booming or popping off. Yeah.
And do you need to put the period when you're writing it down? G period O?
No. I've seen it just GOAT.
Okay.
But all caps.
All caps.
GOAT, all caps, yeah.
Can you teach me some recent slang that you use?
Yeah, absolutely. Have you heard about lit as a slang word in English?
Yeah.
We'll say when something is really exciting or really good or awesome, we can say it's lit. So for example, that party last night was so lit.
Oh, yeah.
That's a really common way to say lit. Does that help?
Yeah. So you could also text and say, oh, that was lit. That's lit.
Yeah, exactly. That's exciting. That's great. That's awesome. Yeah. Whenever you're trying to express a lot of emotion and excitement, you could say lit.
Okay, cool.
So also we say flex. So flex is another word that's super common.
Do you say flex or flexing for working out?
You can. Yeah. So to flex, would be to show someone's muscle, but it's really as a slang word, it's really an expression that we say to boast what we have, to show off something kind of in a non-humble way. It's very showy. Here, people, when they get new things, new clothes, new cars, new phones, somebody might say that's a flex, kind of like a show off. Does that help?
It's a noun?
No, it's really to flex. It's not a person, place, or a thing. So, for example, if someone said he's always flexing his new car on social media, I think we've all seen people on social media who go off their cars. So that's a good way to say flex. So that person is flexing. So salty is another slang word that we say in English. It means to be kind of bitter. That's kind of where salty comes from. If something's salty, it's bitter, but we use it to express something that's very small, usually a minor thing. So if you're very upset or angry about something small, that could mean that, hey, why are you being salty? Have you heard this before?
Salty, I think so. But also in like a normal, like the food is salty.
Yeah, this is different than the food way.
Yeah.
To be salty as a person is really just to be upset, to be angry. If someone is salty after losing maybe a game or a video game or something that's not so important, right? So, you shouldn't be salty after losing. Just play another game.
Can you teach me some slang?
In the US, you might hear someone say, oh, that you're throwing shade. Are you familiar with shade? Like shade is kind of it's like a subtle or more of an indirect criticism towards someone. So like, for example, you're in a meeting at work, you say, oh, she was throwing shade. She was being really nice about it, but I could tell she was criticizing something. She was throwing shade during the meeting.
So she looked like it looked like she was being nice, but she was actually like saying not nice things.
Yeah, throwing shade is more kind of subtle. It's not like a direct dig at someone. Like, for example, let's say you're in a meeting and your boss, basically she wants to throw out there that some people are coming in late, they're clocking in late. Even if maybe she's specifically calling out one person, but like in the meeting, they say, oh, and just like make sure that we're all clocking in on time, make sure that we're all, coming in at the right time. After the meeting, you would say, oh, she was definitely throwing shade at so-and-so who's been late every day this week. That's maybe emotional example.
Okay, but it's really obvious to the people who are attending that meeting that it was like toward that one specific person.
Yeah, it's subtle, but like it's a dig. She's throwing shade.
You said dig.
Yeah, okay, I guess I just accidentally used another slang. If you're throwing like a dig at someone, the literal translation of the word dig is to like
dig a hole.
Dig a hole to remove dirt from the ground, right?
Yeah,
but when we use it in slang, it also kind of means like a criticism, like that was a dig at you, and those don't have to be as subtle as throwing shade. If you like do a dig at someone, it might be a direct like criticism, something like an insult.
Yeah.
はい、いかがでしたでしょうか？いろんな先生とitalkiを受けてみて、でその中でこれ使えるなとか、これ言えたらかっこいいなって思うスラングをちょっとピックアウトしてまとめてみました。私もね、実際にね、聞いたことあるやつばっかだったんですよ。でも自分で使うまでのレベルにはいけてないみたいなものが多かったので、ちょっと今度からは調子乗って bet とか shade とかテキストでもね goat とかね大文字でね使ってみたいなと思います。やっぱりこういうのってネイティブスピーカーじゃないと、今もねアメリカに住んでたりとかその現地の人とつながっているっていうのがないとやっぱ難しいじゃないですか。その新しい言語情報が入ってくるっていうのは。なのでこうやってやっぱりネイティブに話すことによって、現地では実際にそういう感じで使われてるんだとか、私の予想とはちょっと違ったなっていうのがあったので、本当に聞けてよかったなと思います。今回私が使ったitalkiは、私がねお願 願いしてたように、目的をあらかじめ講師の方に伝えることができるので、一人一人に合ったマンツーマンレッスンを受けることができます。英語の中でも今回は私はアメリカに留学してたっていうのもあって、アメリカ出身の方に絞らせていただいたんですけれども、もうオーストラリアとかイギリスとかね、いろんな国を選ぶことができるし、で、私はスペイン語を勉強中っていうのもあるので、ちょっとスペイン語のね、レッスンも受けてみたりしました。ちょっとその様子は最後にちょろっと見せられたらいいかなと思ってるんですけど、英語以外にもそれこそスペイン語とかフランス語とか中国語とかイタリア語とか、本当に150以上の言語を選べるようになってますので、すごくおすすめのプラットフォームです。しかもなんとサブスクなしの料金設定になっていて、5ドルから受けることができるので、すごくお得だと思います。もし少しでも興味を持ってくださった方がいましたら、概要欄から無料登録をしてitalki使ってみてください。そして今回なんと私専用のコードMayuを発行していただいたので、10ドル以上のクレジット購入で5ドルオフとなります。ぜひコードを入力してお得に始めていただければなと思います。詳しくは概要欄をチェックしてください。私がね、勉強中のスペイン語のレッスンもちょっと受けてみたので間違いだらけなんですが、こんな感じでした。
Hola,
Hola.
¿cómo te llamas?
Soy Mayu.
Mucho gusto. Soy Samuel.
Samuel.
¿De dónde eres?
Japón.
Japón, muy bien.
¿De dónde eres?
Yo soy de los Estados Unidos.
¿Cómo
Ujú.
habla español?
Viajé por todo el mundo y estudié español en la universidad.
Oh.
¿Y vives en Japón? ¿Qué parte?
En Tokio.
En Tokio. Yo viví en Sendai. Sí,
Oh. ¿Cuántos años?
un año.
Oh. ¿Para qué?
Para enseñar inglés. Sí,
¿Te gusta Sendai?
sí, me gustó bastante.
それでは最後まで見ていただいてありがとうございました。Thanks for watching! Bye!